India is not a country ideal for convertibles. It's either too hot or too cold or just too smoky. But every now and then things just fall into place. For instance, today it's just rained, the roads are clean and empty, it's lush green as far as the eye can see, and frankly, driving an open-top car is one of the finer automotive experiences you can enjoy in a setting like this. And the experience is made all the more special by the car I'm driving. Meet the Mercedes-AMG SL 55. The SL is, in Merc's words, its open-top luxury sports car, and it's a model with a celebrated lineage. This 7th Gen SL seeks to take the story forward with a few firsts to its name. For starters, it's the first SL to be developed entirely by AMG. The platform is all new, not derived from other Mercs or older SLs, and it's stiffer than any SLs before. This core AMG-ness also manifests in the other first for an SL: rear axle steering and all-wheel drive. The SL55 available in India comes powered by AMG's familiar 4-litre twin-turbo V8 petrol engine in 476 horsepower and 700 Nm tune. Now, this is not the most intense iteration of AMG's 4-litre twin-turbo V8, but is performance lacking? Absolutely not. The engine doesn't feel highly strung, and it's honestly not meant to. What it delivers here is this deep reserve of power, so you can be at low RPMs, press down a bit harder on the accelerator, and you get the firepower that you'd want. 0 to 100 kph takes a claimed 3.9 seconds, which is properly quick. And then there's the way it sounds. This is a soulful sounding engine. It rumbles, it's got the right amount of roar. You'll just love opening it up every opportunity you get. It's just fantastic to hear the engine breathe so freely in a setting like this. Your panoramic sunroof has nothing on a convertible roof. What I personally like about the SL is that you don't necessarily need to drive it in Sport and Sport Plus mode to really enjoy it. Comfort mode is really nice. It puts you in a happy state of mind. Now, SL traditionally stands for Sport and Light, but the second bit is a bit of a misnomer for something that weighs nearly 2 tons. Still, Mercedes has ensured that the first bit, the Sport, is intact. What perhaps makes the biggest difference is rear axle steer. It makes the SL feel a lot sharper, a lot smaller than you'd expect it to feel in the corners. The steering is also nice and lively, and though the SL isn't the sharpest sports car you can buy, it sure keeps you in connect with all that the front and actually rear tires are doing. The rear tires can turn up to 2.5 degrees in the interest of best stability and agility. Long story short, you can carry big speeds with confidence. Helping here is Merc's 4MATIC all-wheel drive that's predominantly rear-biased and channels power to the front axle only when needed. Now, all-wheel drive is a deviation from the classic roadster script, but well, 476 horsepower, 700 Newton meters aren't small numbers, and you need a helping hand to deal with that on a wet day like this. The SL is also pleasant enough on the journey to your favorite driving road. Yes, it is stiff, but then this is not a luxury sedan, it is a sports car. In fact, much of the firmness is actually from the seats that are a bit too hard for what is, in essence, a long-distance car. The SL is a low-slung car, and that comes with its own set of challenges. Without a doubt, you will have to be careful over speed breakers and mindful over the big lumps and bumps on the road. The best way to approach them is to zigzag your way over. You will cause an inconvenience to the people behind, but hey, they've got something nice to look at. Actually speaking, job number one for an SL has always been to seduce, and this one's damn good at that. The long bonnet rear set cabin and tight tail is classic SL with styling unmistakably new age Mercedes. The swept back headlights and 14-slat Panamericana grille add to the broad-shouldered SL's brooding look, and there's clever active aero bits tucked into the air intakes. Rings on the 20-inch rims do their bit to help airflow too, but personally I'd much rather they weren't there. What's nice is that the SL doesn't look bulky like many other convertibles do, and to me it's the rear that's the SL's best angle. There's an elegance to the wide swept taillights, while at the same time the retractable spoiler, quad exhaust and diffuser do establish the SL55 as something serious. Pop-out door handles are a great first point of contact, and you'll like the vibe on the other side of the doors too. You really can't be discreet in an open-top car, and you actually share your living space with fellow road users. What they'll see of an SL's interior is of a high-grade and a high-tech space. The high-grade element comes courtesy a generous use of leather all around the cabin, and I particularly like the metalwork on the air conditioning vents and around the touchscreen. The high-tech elements are this digital display. Now it's a large display, it's really vibrant in colors, packs in a lot of themes and is info-rich. Then you have Merc's new 11.9-inch touchscreen, which handily can be adjusted for angle, which means glare-free viewing in all manners of lighting. The thing is that it's still too much screen for what is an intimate cabin. And what doesn't help matters is that it just packs in way too much. Everything from your climate control settings to the roof operation is via the touchscreen. Now on paper, the roof opening or closing should take about 16 seconds and can be done at speeds of up to 60 kilometers an hour. But in reality, you will find yourself fumbling with the setting on the screen, and on hot days, you'll find the screen gets a bit hot to touch. The screen is feature-packed though, with all manners of settings. The superb 360-degree camera takes away guesswork while parking, and there's even a data logger that you can geek out with on a racetrack. I'm not sure how watch aficionados will take to the classic IWC now relegated to the screen. AMG Performance seats are standard fit, but sporty as they are to look at, they're unusually firm. Seat heating is included, and there's also an air scarf that blows warm air near the neck area, handy on cold days. Seat ventilation is an option part of the energizing Package Plus, and the punchy 17-speaker Burmester 3D sound system here on our test car is a 7.9 lakh rupee option too. The SL is a 2+2, so there's seating behind the front seats. It's just not for adults. Getting in with the roof down is easy enough, but with the front seats back in place, your passengers will be left with virtually no legroom. Not helping is the backrest that's near vertical. Don't even ask me about headroom with the roof up. The latest gen SL reverts to a fabric roof that equates to a 21 kg weight saving and boot space of up to 240 litres. Except the space saver spare tire takes up all the room in here, leaving space for just small soft items. The SL isn't the most practical car you can buy, but then which convertible is? So how much will the SL55 set you back by? 2.35 crore rupees ex-showroom. That's a lot of money for a car that you can enjoy to the fullest on just a few days of the year. But therein lies the magic of a convertible. Those days and nights driving with the top down will be etched in your memory. The SL has all the glamour associated with a convertible and backs it up with a proper sports car driving experience. Flamboyant, fast and fun, the SL would be a fine addition to a multi-crore car collection. Just remember to keep the weather gods happy.